Hello guys, welcome to the new video. So today we're going to look at US 100, which is Nasdaq, right? So we looked at this one, I think 3-4 days ago, and we did say that based on the structures that we're seeing there, it's not, it's something that is most likely to go up until somewhere there, right? So if you're new here, make sure that you subscribe so that don't miss out whenever I post these videos. So let's get started. So I always advise you guys to say that you need to start with the bigger picture and then work your way down. So let's go. We're not gonna waste time on these bigger time frames. We just want to see what is happening, have an idea of the bigger picture, where this thing is most likely to go on a longer run, then we move, right? So here, if you just put if you put this here, you will see that we did actually go lower than it. So this guy is out, which means in terms of the support, you need to move lower. So our nearest support on this time frame is this one here. This is the support that we have on monthly, and monthly is bearish. And in terms of resistance, this is the resistance that we got, the monthly resistance, the monthly support. So if you're someone that is trading for long term, you can see that you are bearish. You've got a high chance of continuing to the downside for as long as the price does not break this bearish trend line, or it does not break the resistance. You need to be able to have like be able to connect these concepts together, so that you say, should something like this happen, what am I gonna do? So here we are saying we'll remain bearish for as long as the price does not break the bearish trend line, or it does not break the resistance. And you can see that the last month we had bearish engulfing, so it's also suggesting that this is possible, but it's also possible that it can go up. But for as long as this resistance and the trend line are still intact, we have a higher chance of going to the downside. Now this is the weekly chart. Let's see what the weekly chart looks like. So if you are interested in learning this concept in full details, you are more than welcome to leave a comment, or you can just text me on Telegram. And because I do have a mentorship, and for this year, the first group, the plan is to start with the lessons during the last week of the month, the last week of Jan. That's when we're going to start with the first group, the lesson. So if you're interested to join, you'll just let me know. So let's go. So on the weekly, we also have the same thing, the same trend, bearish. We still have this resistance where the price went the last time and touched it, and then it got rejected, right? And then now it seems like it could go back there. And in terms of the bearish trend line, still the same. It's still the same trend line, right? Because we were saying that you're coming from a resistance, which is something that, and us being bearish, we were hoping that it will continue and even create a new low, right? But you must open your eyes. You must open your eyes. Sometimes we are so, we like to force the price to do something that it doesn't want to do. You must let the price show you what it wants to do, and then you react to that. Don't tell the price 10 here, go there, do that. No. Let the price show you that I want to 10 here. Look at the structure, and then you can see what I'm giving you. Based on that, you need to be able to get the signs and say, I think it is most likely to 10, or I think it's most likely to continue. Here it is moving down. It's moving down nicely. All of a sudden, you're getting these soldiers here, these two soldiers, which are what? Bullish rejection candlesticks, which is the same things that we had on VIX 75. Remember the VIX 75 video that I posted about 2 hours, 3 hours back? If you haven't watched it, you can check that one. So it's the same thing. You are around a level where the last time we came here, we failed to break it. We went up until there. You are back around the same level. Now the bears are showing you that they are running out of steam. The bulls are rejecting the price. So it shouldn't be a surprise when you see them continue with that rejection and pushing the price back, which is what we were calling for last week when we made that video. So here we can say that if you're looking at it like this, there's really nothing. All we can say is that it has a chance of going back to there, like I don't see a reason why it won't go there, but it doesn't have to go immediately. The price can play around there before going up. So that's why you must never say, because I know the price has to go up to that resistance, it means once the market opens, I can just open an order and buy. No, you shouldn't do that. Yes, the bigger direction where the price wants to go, but you need to say, I will try and maybe enter on H1, or I'll try and enter on M15, but the conditions there must also allow for me to buy. I'm not gonna go there and buy, whereas there's nothing that's showing that you should be buying. One. So now let's check what we have on daily. You see, we still have the same thing. Nothing has changed, right? We were very much bullish and comfortable moving up nicely, but then all of that changed and we broke the bullish trend line. We broke areas of support that we got there and we went all the way down, right? And all of this structures broken are as a result of the price after it has created this area here. This is a very strong area of resistance, which is the one that changed the previous bullish trend and caused us to go to the downside. So that's why we had said that when the price gets there, yes, you can see, you know that from your weekly, you are having all those structures pointing up. But remember, it does not mean that these structures here on daily should just be broken like they don't exist. The price can still pull back like that before breaking them. So you need to be careful of things like this, right? So what we can see here is that we still have a very fair chance to go until there. And when the price gets there, don't be surprised if it struggles to break this area, and then you see all of a sudden you see it doing something like that. It's possible because of what this area that we have there at the top is very strong because of what it achieved when it was formed, breaking those key structures. So for now, because we can see even the candlestick from Thursday, it was a bullish rejection candlestick, so maybe they will just continue until at least there. Then we will see how they react when the price gets there. Because remember, this very same daily area of resistance, if I was to put a horizontal line here, let me show you. If I was to put a horizontal line and say it starts there, let's go back to weekly, you will see that it still sort of falls around the same weekly area of what? Of resistance that we said that the price can still go up to it. Yeah, bon? So from here, we are most likely to carry on at least until there. But it's possible also that we can just be stagnant there for a couple of hours, days before continuing. Let's check what we have on H4. What do we have on H4? H4 has been moving up strongly. So according to H4, we can go up until here. So this is the H4 resistance that we can go up to. And in terms of the trend, definitely bullish. And you can put a bullish trend line there. All right. So that's where you're going to say we are bullish. I've got a bullish trend line. And now I've got this key structure here around the trend line as being bullish, which is a support. You still need to assess it. Yes, it's a valid support. But is it tradable? That's a question, $1 million question. It's valid, yes, but it's possible that you can have a zone that is valid but not tradable. The same thing that we got on, if you still remember the VIX 75 video that I made about a week back, I did give you that support that we said it's there by the trend line. The trend is bullish. It was valid, but it was not tradable. I gave you all the reasons, so you need to make sure that you watch that video. There, one of the reasons was that the price was coming from a daily area of resistance. That's why the support was not tradable, but it was valid. So you need to check here if this one is valid. I mean, it's tradable. Then you can decide to say, should I get a pullback? Then I'll buy and hope that the price will continue. Because remember, we are saying it has got a high chance of what going up until this 11748 or 49 on this broker. So remember, different brokers can have different prices, but we're saying it has got high chances of going there. So now if you're on H4, it means you will just wait for the price to pull back to a valid and tradable zone. Then you join the wave like that, and then you're gonna push until we get to that. Now let's check H1 and see if we can. So up until we got to this time frame, the H4, I don't see anything suggesting that the price could retrace, or the price could change the direction and stuff like that. So far there's nothing, but if I see something happening, maybe let's say tomorrow during the day or the day after on Tuesday, then I will just update. But for now, there's nothing pointing to the downside or suggesting that we could have a deeper pullback. The same thing here on your H1. If you are trading H1, you will still say bullish. You have that bullish what do you call this, the bullish trend line. Remember those that trade the news, so this is what happened here. So that's why I don't like trading the news, simply because the price action that happens during that time, it's so unrealistic. those spikes, I cannot stand that. So you see, we were moving nicely. This is a normal price action, but what's this? So that's why I don't trade that. But anyways, you have got your bullish trend line. You've got your bullish trend line there, and you have got a strong area of demand or support that the price is going to struggle to pass. So if you are trading on H1, you just need to assess the same demand or the same support, which is what I teach the guys that are in the mentorship. You must have a zone, be able to identify it, be able to assess it, and tell me if it is tradable or not, so that we know in advance that should the price go back to it, are you allowed to take a buy from it or not. So that's why you need to assess your zones. You must identify them in advance, you must assess them in advance, so that even before the price goes back there, you know it is not a zone that you can trade from. Then whenever the price goes there, you're not gonna be data zelling there trying to figure out whether you should be executing or not. So you do this now. So this one here, you just need to do the same thing. It's not yet tradable, but you can, with confirmation, you can get a trade there. So should it come back here with confirmation, you can pull the trigger and hope that it will continue like that. So it's very, very important that when you trade, you must focus. So it's not going to help you to say I'm trading H1, but when you feel like H1 is not giving you anything, you end up there looking at M1 trying to get a trade there. No, that's not going to work. You will end up seeing things that are not there. You see, because there's something that you are looking for. You want to find that thing, even if it's not there. You want to make sure that you're trying by all means to go to different time frames until you find that will allow you to enter. So if you are someone that says I trade H1, if H1 structure does not allow me to enter, I'm not going to enter. I'm not going to force a trade by jumping between time frames until I find a condition or something that will allow me to enter. You cannot trade like that. You're going to blow your account. Stick to your time frames. Stay there until the conditions there allow you to execute. Then you execute, you monitor there, then you're done. That's what I teach. Anyways, this is what you can expect from your from your Nasdaq this week. So hopefully it will be nice to you guys, and yeah, let's just monitor it and see if we can get the trade. So this one is gonna be it's gonna play well. Yeah, I can see that the structure here it's not complicated at the moment, so it should behave this one. But remember, you need confirmation for you to carry on trading in that direction of the current trend. But otherwise, that's all that I have for you guys. So if you haven't subscribed and you watched the video until this point, it means that you enjoy or you are learning something from this video. So a sub to the channel will be very appreciated. So just give me a sub there, and then guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.